Governor Kamau Thuge has defended the Monetary Policy Committee's decision to hold the base lending rate at 13%. The governor, who spoke a day after the announcement, noted that the move was aimed at ensuring capital retention in the country, adding that they took into account global development. At the same time, the CBK governor says the Kenyan currency is among the best performing globally. Jimmy Mbogo has more.
Despite a decline in inflation levels in the country to the targeted range of 5.1 in May and a fairly stable Kenyan currency, the Central Bank Monetary Committee opted to retain the best lending rate at 13%, subjecting Kenyans to a higher debt servicing cost. Even as the central bank admitted positive progress in the cost of living and exchange rates in the Kenyan market. However, Central Bank Governor Kamau Thuge says the sticky global inflation rates necessitated the committee's decision.
The expectation is that international interest rates will remain higher for a much longer time than we had anticipated. And we have to be very cautious that we don't take measures here that will cause the same kind of problem that we had last year, which is, again, to widen the interest rate differentials between Kenya and those advanced economies, whereby we again see capital flowing out.
The governor has also confirmed that Kenya is set to clear the remaining $500 million in Eurobond, an equivalent of 65.1 billion shillings, through a $1.2 billion disbursement from the World Bank, which translates to 156.3 billion shillings, even as he sought to reassure the country of the shilling stability, noting that the exchange rate would be determined by the market forces.
Recently, the inflows of foreign exchange have been somewhat higher than the demand, and so we expect going forward a fairly stable exchange rate. We don't see significant weakening or significant strengthening. I think there should be stability now in the exchange rate.
The governor, who steered clear on commenting on the impact of the proposals of the Finance Bill 2024 to the financial sector, insisted on the need for the country to find alternative ways to raise revenue, even as he expressed optimism with the government's fiscal consolidation framework.
When I look at the non-discretionary expenditures in our budget, those expenditures virtually exhaust all the ordinary revenue that we will be collecting next year. And so it begs the question, if all the ordinary revenue is exhausted by those non-discretionary expenditures, which can't be cut, then it does mean that in order for us to stabilize our debt, that we would have to generate more resources.
Jimmy Mbogo, Citizen TV.